Alright, so I just got out of a meditation with malachite and clear crystal quartz. The first time I meditated with malachite. And I'm not much of a drawer, but I'm going to try to explain what I saw. Basically, we have okay, so it's kind of like a donut shape, maybe I don't know how to draw it. Basically, the energy is going in. So it's kind of like a donut. The energy going in, kind of making a tunnel. And in here is another tunnel. So it's basically a snake eating itself. But as this gets infinitely bigger, this gets infinitely smaller. So this continues getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and this continues getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But it's all relative, because this appears to get bigger because this appears to get smaller. So it just keeps looping around and around and around. And that's the caduceus, snake eating itself. But basically, this shape, we have a person here, and they show that our energy works in a toroidal shape, creating in kind of like a donut. So we just kind of have energy looping in. And then there's some people that say that there's one around the top, there's one around the bottom, and it's these energy centers from the higher chakras and the lower chakras that go around and around. But what I'm getting is it's a snake shape. It's a caduceus shape. It's not a toroidal shape. It's not like a donut shape. So if this is a person, we're not just having our internal energy touch the external, therefore our visualizations, our thoughts turn into physical manifestations. A table. But you also, this is the energy going outward. Our thoughts becoming physical things. Then we have our higher versions of ourselves getting downloaded into us. And this is when we talk about like us getting downloads from our higher self, and like our 5D, and then our like 6D, 7D self, and beyond. So we're also upgrading our bodies, and therefore we're upgrading our fields. We can manifest our thoughts easier. We can manifest physical things easier. We become bigger. Our energetic field gets bigger. Our energy gets bigger. Our physicality gets bigger. And also we can tune in to our smaller particles better. We can control our cells better. We can control even smaller parts of us, like atoms and ether. So the more we expand, the more we get downloaded from our higher selves, the more infinitely smaller particles and versions of ourselves we can also control. Therefore, we can manifest bigger things. So we manifest worlds. So we manifest worlds and stars. Manifest galaxies. And manifest galaxies, they're not just spiraling outward, they're also spiraling inward. And so in order for our higher vibrational selves, our higher selves, our oversouls expand in more ways that we can comprehend. Because while I was doing this trance meditation, there were 2 times where I just kind of I think I reached the limit of what I can understand in this physical body. But as our higher selves expand, our lower selves need to expand. And as our lower selves expands, they need to be able to control even smaller particles of ourselves. So expand inward and outward at the same time. And that's why our energy centers, our auras, it's not a toroidal system. It's a snake. It's a caduceus. I just can't physically visualize it yet. It's like it is a closed system that goes into infinity. So it's like a toroidal system within a toroidal system. At least that's as far as I can see it right now. So it's like a snake eating itself, but like it's like the snake eating itself infinitely, but in 3D. Yeah, so when our higher selves want to expand, they need to go down to each level and expand to each smaller particle of themselves. And so as we grow bigger, like these lives, our human lives, our 3D versions get smaller. It's such a small aspect of us. And it just turns into cells, and there's like, trillions of cells that we have. So it just, our human lives, it's like, it just turns into cells. Like it turns into a smaller part of you, but it's still significant because they're saying like the butterfly effect, like humankind, they're so like powerful that they can make great changes within the ether, within other powerful higher vibrational beings. But so they come in to help us and help us upgrade, because then they can upgrade as well. And we have to go in within. The more we expand, the more smaller and smaller particles we control, and it goes infinitely within as it goes infinitely without. So that's the best as I can explain it. Also, I just remembered with one person kind of upgrading, they're gonna connect with their soul group, their soul family, this oversoul. It's like this is the one big cell. Cells, us, that connect with each other are going to come together so we can better organize as we grow bigger as an organism, as a being, as an energy. We kind of reorganize, and so we're going to come together with our soul family, soulmates, so we can organize better. We can lift the energy easier. I asked my guides that helped me during the meditation, is there anything else that I forgot to mention? And they said that it's okay to mention that. So I made that kind of like there's kind of like an understanding that our manifestation abilities are going to increase like 1,000-fold, because our psychic abilities are going to increase like beyond what you can imagine. And so we'll be able to take care of our physical needs. And there's an understanding that we'll use our abilities to take care of our health and our basic needs. And so that we will meditate and take care of our health basically, and then share the wisdom, share the light that we are being given. So this is kind of like an understanding, and many of you are going to kind of start interacting with your higher selves and your spirit guidance, your highest light source energy more in this way. Love and light.